Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, it must be YouTube day. And it's a beautiful sunny day. It was very chilly earlier. I don't know what, it's got to have warmed up a bit by now. When I got up, it was like very cold. Now it is, I get an update, 32, no wonder. That's very nice outside. All right, that means I'm going out later. It's very invigorating to go out and get some sunlight, like in person, right on you, rather than just seeing it in the house. Here we go. Welcome to my retirement vlog, and this particular series that I'm doing right now is the 52 Weeks of Washcloths, because I'm going through this book by Knit Picks. Today is week 7. Today is February 16th. Hope you had a nice Valentine's Day on Monday. And yes, it's February 16th. I'm going to insert something in here that isn't about washcloth because it just made me think of something. February 16th. That meant Sunday was February 13th, and I believe February 13th was the day the 100-day project challenge began. I don't even know if it's a challenge. It's just a project. The 100-day project. I heard about it on the Crafty Toads. Helen is doing some projects. Go over and check them out at the Crafty Toads YouTube channel. And basically what it is you're going to work on a project for 100 days. And I've started one myself. I'm posting my progress on Instagram. I am Canned Music on Instagram, CANNEDMUSIC. I will, and at sign in the beginning. I'll put it up on the screen, at Canned Music, or just search on Canned Music. I think you'll find me. And I've picked up my quilt that I have all the blocks have been made, because last year around this time, Editor Sata, Laundry Basket Quilts, did a mystery quilt. 2 years, well, she does a mystery quilt every year, I think. And last year, 2021, was the second time I participated. My first one, the 2020 quilt, I completed and quilted, and actually I've already gifted it to Cindy. She's like my sister-in-law, like my sister. So anyway, she for her birthday last year, I gave her that quilt. So I'm going to try. I have all, let's see, it's 15 4.5 inch finished. I mean, 4.5 inch, but 4-inch finish, 15 by 15 across and 15 blocks down. So that makes it 15 by 15, 225 blocks that are all complete. Done, finished, have been for quite a while. I actually finished it up pretty close to the time the mystery ended. I was a little late, but not significantly late. But then I put it on my, no, that's not, I tried to put it on my design board downstairs, and I had the darndest time trying to get all the blocks in the right place. I should have brought a picture. I'll show you next time, or if you look on Instagram, you can see it. If you use her fabric, because she'll sell a line of fabric for these mystery blocks, it's probably a stack of fat quarters. 1, they're very expensive. 2, by the time I figure out when it's coming up, it's too late to order it because it's already sold out. And 3, I was last year on kind of like when I'm trying to bust stash. I don't have a lot of fabric stash because I haven't been quilting that long, but and I have the habit, just like with my yarn stash, I don't buy fabric when I see it because I like it, and I don't buy yarn when I see it because I like it, because I have to know what I'm doing with it, because I don't know what quantity to buy. You know, you might have a set thing in your head, say, oh, just buy 3 yards every time you see something you like. I know I'm going to be in a situation where 3 yards is either too much or not enough, and then you just end up with more stash, or you're trying to substitute. Well, anyway, I took all the blues I had, because she was doing like a blue and white kind of thing for this mystery quilt last year. And if you're using lights, darks, and whitish. So like, let's say light, medium, dark. But your colors don't match her colors. So you make the blocks best you can, but it's a mystery. So you don't know where they're going compared to if you were selecting your scraps according to the layout of the quilt, you'd know what colors you'd want to use to make it more in tune, more cohesive to what the design she is creating. So after the fact, I was having the hardest time trying to put this thing together. So it's been falling off my design wall in bits and pieces for a year. So when I thought about the 100-day project, I thought that's the first thing I got to get moving on. I have multiple quilts that are in progress, but they're in better shape only because I know how they're supposed to come together. They're all in their own project boxes. They're not up on a wall. A random block will fall off now and then. So yeah, I chose that. And I'll give you an update on it maybe next time I record to see how far I've gotten in. Like by next week, it'll be the 23rd. And from that'll be 10 days in. I'm trying to spend an hour a day. That's the minimal amount of the minimum I want to spend is 1 hour a day. If I can squeeze in another hour, I will. And see where it goes from there. Okay, back to the dates. Today is the 16th. And it is week 7 of our dishcloths. Looking ahead at the calendar, I noticed that next Tuesday is 2/22/22. So maybe someone should do something special on that day. I'm going to try to figure out what I can do on 2/22/22. 2022. It's lots of twos there. Okay, week 7 is a chain link. I showed it to you last week. Here it is, a chain link dishcloth, which is very nice. I was almost tempted to go out and buy a nice color for mine, but the purpose of my 52 weeks is to use up all my cotton stash, of which I don't even understand why I have so much. And so I'm trying not to go out and buy color. But I had a nice sage green, which is right here completed. And here it is on that's the wrong side. Yeah, see, that's the pearl side, I believe. Yeah, guess this would be the way it was knitted. Let me quickly take it off. This one didn't shrink as much because I only did this early this morning because I actually lost this washcloth. I couldn't figure out where it was. It ended up being folded up on a table on the side of where I usually knit. But the way things have been going lately, things have been getting lost. And so, and my dog, so especially Molly, she loves to chew on cotton. She'll chew up a cotton quilt if you don't watch her. She takes the dish towels all the time, or face cloths. And all I could think of was that this washcloth had been, the dishcloth had been absconded. I checked all her spots. Okay, so here's the right side. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't believe it looks anything like the picture. And I couldn't have been that far off. I mean, all the stitches are right. But these pearls seem to not be as tight as the ones in this picture because they kind of, like pull up, almost gather up the material. So it's not a total loss. It's still a good washcloth, and it's pretty color, and it's done. So I don't know what happened to that pattern. All right, so 7 down. Let's put it in the pile. I told you about chain link last week. I've already picked out next week's washcloth and started it. It's called Page Family, the Page Family. Again, another one by Stacy Winklepack. She wasn't the last. The last one was also by Stacy Winklepack. Okay. Here it is, Page Family. That's actually a blue, but I do have a lavender or a purplish kind of color I'm going to do on the off-white like that. It's basically garter with a crocheted edging. It's 8.5 inches square. This classic dishcloth combines easy knit and crochet stitches to create a pretty dishcloth you'll use again and again. Perfect for those knitters wanting to practice their crochet skills or crocheters wanting to knit, which is true because from what I can see, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochet and a single crochet, 5 double crochet and a single crochet, besides your single crochets all the way around to pick up for the crocheted shell border. So that'll be next week. Okay. Next week. All right. So this week is week 7. All right. So, my other project that I showed you last week was the DK socks. And I never really showed you a good picture. That's what I have for a picture. This is Crazy Sock Lady DK sock pattern. Vanilla DK socks. Love it. Love this pattern. You never made a pair of socks so quick in your life. They're on a size 3 needle. I showed you last week that I used 2 9-inch circulars to make 2 at a time, but not on the magic loop. And here are my socks. They're done. They are done. There's 2. You can see there's 2. And here they are. It's got a heel flap and gusset. It's kind of a short leg. And I like that because I don't like socks halfway up my calf. I like them to be just high enough. And this is a good height for that. I haven't blocked these yet. But the DK is so nicely, I don't know, just so nice and squishy. This is yarn from the Crafty Toads. And I think last week I said it was have fun storming the castle, but I'm not sure that's the color, but it is from the Princess Bride collection, whatever it is. If I figure that out, I'll put it in the information box below. So if you want to knit some socks, this is a free pattern from Kay Litton, this Crazy Sock Lady. It's called the DK Weight Vanilla Socks. One thing though, this is all wool. So I'm going to treat these a little differently than my regular socks that usually have a bit of synthetic, like a nylon content, because they'll wear better. I don't think these will wear as long, although I don't know. I never did a plain wool sock. So I'm going to try them out and see how they last, but I'm going out to get another pair. I want to make another pair pretty soon. So I'm going to go shop maybe today and go find some DK yarn with the nylon content so that they'll have a sturdier wear, especially, and if I can't, I could always, got an idea. I just thought of it. It's not like I'm worried about this part of the sock. It's probably the bottom of the sock, and I'm not going to my point being is, my idea is that I should do the heel and the toe in a regular sock weight yarn, because what I think there's a note in her pattern that you can put you can use fingering weight yarn held double to achieve the same weight. So I could use some of my scraps. Yeah, who has to go out, right? Why don't I do that? I think for next week I'm going to cast on, well, not next week, because who knows if I'll finish them as quickly. I'll see what I've got for sport or DK weight, and if I can get another pair of socks going, I will. But I'm going to do a contrast heel and toe in the fingering weight actual sock yarn. And what might look good is the patterns, because theirs is like a real heavy duty sock yarn. That's my favorite sock yarn. Or else the German ones like the Opal and the other ones that I can't pronounce. Well, I'll fill you in next week to tell you how this turned out. But if you want to make a pair of socks in a real quick time, DK's the way to go. Okay. What else? I told you about my 100-day project. Yes. I want to just show you this yarn. This yarn I got at Rhinebeck in 2019, the only time I've been to Rhinebeck because I didn't make it this year. And it is called Washcloth Cotton Mild Scrub. I'm sorry now that I didn't get the heavy duty scrub because I don't remember what it looked like. But this is a mild scrub. I'll show it to you up close. You can see it has, I think it's 3 strands of what they call a cotton flake. And then one of cotton acrylic, and then it's wound with 100% cotton. So it's like a chain. It's not really that it's a chain, it's just the way these things are wound. It doesn't have a high twist to it. I think this single strand of cotton is so fine. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's one right. Where's my finger? Right there. You can see that right above my finger. There's a single strand of cotton that was holding these strands together. That's the 100% cotton part. But supposedly it's supposed to be scrubby. I've never even opened this up. It is, it has a birth date on it. Made in USA. It's 170 grams, 200 yards. Its birth date is 9/16/2019. 9/16 is my son's birthday. So it is, it's got all these different, it is 100% cotton and it's held together. Oh, and it says the care for this particular yarn is hot water, bleach, and washer and dryer. So that's perfect because a lot of times you want to bleach your washcloths. And it's wrapped up with something like saran wrap here. So it's, I think that's why I never took it out and looked at it. I think I have to actually unwrap it. I wanted to save the label, but I'll have to re-engineer it, tape it together. Tape it together so I have it as a reference. But pretty big skein. Let me get this open. I'm kind of excited. Maybe I'll use this for one of my next. I'm going to use it pretty soon. I think I might have the next one already started. The next washcloth. Look at how big this is. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's a lot of cotton. I think I really like it. Oh, what I wanted to tell you is that the name of the company, I think it was Artisnal. On Facebook, it says you can find them at Artisnal Yarns, ARTISAN, Artisnal Yarns on Facebook. And look it up to see if I can get the heavier. This is the mild scrub. I'm going to try to find the heavy scrub because what the heck, if I'm doing 52 weeks of washcloths, I might as well get some of this scrubby yarn and see how this works. Tape that back together later, but kind of like it. Okay, that's that. So it's only one more thing I have to tell you, and that was in my at the end of my video last week, I talked about the mohair yarn that I had found in the basement, or my daughter had found in her basement actually, and I wanted to do a little update on it because how glorious! I mean, this isn't as neon as you're seeing, but it is bright. It's looking a little neonish. It's more golden here, but how well it cleaned up. This was just using the Eucalyptus, and I didn't treat it. I didn't like spray it or put any kind of odor enhancer or anything in it, because some recommended cleaning recommendations were to spray it with some white vinegar, which I bought, but I haven't opened it up yet. This just came out so nice and fluffy and soft. You could wear this right up against you, no problem. And it just smells, it kind of smells nothing. You can hardly smell the eucalypt. I use the eucalyptus scent, which I'm out of because I washed a few others, but they're not dry yet. I don't know how they're. Oh, that's the yeah. So I had to unwind it from its ball and put it on my Swift and unwind it from the ball to a hank. And I love the way it looks and the way it came out. So I'm going to be doing the rest of the stuff for sure because I love it. It looks so cool. Don't know if I'll do anything with it, but how pretty is it? It looks really nice. All right, so that's it for today. Short and sweet. Just wanted to give you my weekly report on the washcloths and whatever else I'm doing. I have to cast on another knitting, a knitting project for my nighttime knitting because I'm doing as much sewing as I can during the day to try to finish up. Oh, I have a multitude of quilts to finish up, as well as I'm working on my reference book that I'm creating for my Bernina of all the various stitches, and that's how I'm learning my machine. So not a lot going on, but a little bit. So hope you have a wonderful week. I heard it's going to get a little warmer, so enjoy the fresh air probably over the next few days. Today's not bad, 32 degrees. I'll walk outside today, sure. All right, so take care, enjoy the week, and I'll see you next week with week 8. Signing off on week 7. Bye now.